Hello and welcome to the 1980s. Hello and welcome to another video. As you can see from the title and from what is next to me, I shall be trying the A500 Mini on a Phillips CRT CM8833 Mark II monitor. And this monitor was sort of like, I think it was my first YouTube video, to be honest with you. Or it was one of my first ones. Long story short, I bought it for £30. The guy put a new flyback in it, said it wasn't working. Obviously he didn't check the pots. So with people sort of like, you know, modern software for the A500 Mini and just various other things, I just sat here the other day and I just thought to myself, I wonder if I can get it working on this monitor. So originally I bought, what was it? I think I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, it's here. So originally I bought this HD TV lead, and stupid me, you know, was thinking, yes, that'll work. Anyway, I plugged it into the monitor, and nothing. So then I sat here and I thought to myself, you know, is it one of those leads from China that just doesn't work? I actually tried it on this Sony Trinitron, can't even say that, Trinitron, with little success. So it basically, it is from HD into the, is it composite? Whatever your yellow one is anyway. Again, no picture, so I just sort of like discarded it. Then it was mentioned to me I do need a HD converter. So I scanned eBay and I found a little sort of like HD sort of like converter box for £4 or £5. Tried that. And what you see before me is the A500 Mini running pretty much crystal clear on this sort of 30-year-old monitor. Now the sound is coming from a set of Commodore speakers, which again, I think was one of my first YouTube videos. And basically it just, the box, if I can just sort of, so there's your box, if you can see that. So you've got your HD going in, input, and it's powered by the mains 5 volts upscaler to 1080p. So it's outputting the yellow, which is CVBS, and then basically we just run the left and right audio out into the speakers. And it runs pretty much, you know, spot on. So let's just have a quick Pinball Dreams. Sound is like spot on. So basically the aim of today's video is just to play a few games on the Owl Girl. Let's just have I've sort of sat at this angle because I've got like lights up here and I've got sort of like, you know, whatever. This isn't the usual angle. When you see the videos, it's always from the opposite end of the room. This is like my CRT and sort of, you know, whatever area. So yeah. Take that menu off. Good old Pinball Dreams, eh? Apologies for the top today. Actually, no apologies, because, you know, it's quite awkward playing at this angle. I might have to just change in a minute. Boys doing pretty well on this. I think I might start playing the game at this angle, because I seem to be doing quite well at it. He says. Right, so apologies, you might get a little bit of glare here off one of the floodlights. So we're going to try. I mean, to be honest with you, there's no reason why these games shouldn't work as they should. So far, since this has been released, this A500 mini, pardon me, you know, the amount of stuff that people have done to it, like you can have workbench running, ADFs now run on it and stuff like that. It is just like impressive what people have done. So let's have a bit of, it's quite hard to choose a game. Let's have Super Frog. Whoa. Cheers. I mean, there must be some sort of way to get the saturation level just a little bit. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Right in front of me. Sometimes you do have to, you know, mess around with the screen, but what I've also found as well with this is originally I did sort of slate this controller, and I did say, you know, it's pointless really. But you know what? You know, after playing quite a few games with it, it does actually work. Not with every game, I must say. Games like this, it does work well, because you've got up to jump. Now, back in the day, if you're using a joystick, that's all you pressed up, and the frog jumped. Now it's just a case of pressing one of the buttons, and it's X in this case, and it just feels a little bit more easier to play, in my opinion. So say for instance you've got, you know, your little sort of thing you'll let you throw. So if you want to throw it, it's just a case of that, and then that's a jump. I just find it a lot easier, to be honest with you. Actually, to tell you what, while I'm here, I'll knock the saturation down a bit because it's a little bit much. And I'll try just and get that screen a little bit. Just gotta say, you gotta tweak it a little bit every now and then, but isn't that what we done back in the day? That'll do anyway. You get what I'm trying to achieve here. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have another game. And let's have another classic, which I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play IK Plus. Yeah. I have knocked the settings down on the camera to 30 FPS, so there shouldn't be any flicker whatsoever. But I say, I don't know if it's going to come out on the camera because these CRTs are real buggers to film. Okay, so this one's a bit tricky with the pad because it's quite a fast action game. I was never any good at this anyway, so. But yeah, that's what I found with the controller. It's good for games that sort of aren't fast paced or fast action games. Just your, you know, general sort of mulling around, just chilling out, just playing, you know, the likes of Lotus 2. One button to accelerate and just... I'll tell you what, that didn't work out well, did it? Like Speedball 2, it doesn't really work well with that, but it'll work well with maybe like, you know, Project X, for instance. Kickoff 2. So, you know, I'll sort of take back what I said originally about that. Yeah. It's not that bad, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, what's this been now? 3 weeks now? And I swear to God, the amount of things people have done is just like phenomenal. So if you are watching, you know, big up to you for doing that. I haven't done anything yet to mine. I've had time, to be honest with you. Whoa, that's really flickering. Was it my eyes? Yeah, again, this is another game that's a little bit, you know, takes a lot of getting used to with the controller. Another game I found work quite well is James Pond 2 as well. That is a pumping soundtrack. How is that coming across on the screen? Yeah, it doesn't look too bad actually, though. Right, what we'll do is... So say for instance we have... Hunter's quite good on it as well. Oop. So we have fire to accelerate.
Marks.
I mean, obviously, you can adjust the screen. So, fire button to accelerate, and it's just left and right, come off the gas. Obviously, it's back to brake, which is not really a bad thing, to be honest with you. But I don't know if, you know, it's a case of getting old, but I played this the other day on my A500, and because I'd sort of kept me finger sort of like slammed down on the button, it started to ache, and I plugged this in, and it was just, it's like a walk in the park. Obviously the gameplay and that's going to be a bit shite because I'm at this weird ass angle, but you know, you get the sort of drift of what I'm on about. The picture I've got on the Trinitron behind me is exceptional. That is a, you know, flat screen TV. This one, it's good and considered one of the best monitors, I think, for playing an Amiga on, or so I've heard. Often thought about selling it, but it's just good to have in a collection. I suppose if, you know, if I do get bored of seeing it, and I'll sell it, but up until now I've kept it, and I've had it for a few years now. Back in the day, I don't think I had one. To be honest with you, I couldn't afford one. Yeah, I don't think I can afford a black and white TV. And my eyes nowadays do not agree with 1, LED lights, and 2, CRT tellies. I don't know what it is. But I do need to go and get myself checked. But yeah, not bad for a little device that was £4. I think we're £4 or £5 off eBay. I'll show you in a minute properly the actual thingy that I've got. Right, I think I'll try one more game because I won't sit here. Yeah, we will. I won't sit here and put you through this because you've probably got better things to do. Leisure Suit Larry Enhanced. That was a classic game. Just the same as the first one, just with better graphics. Turrican 2. Cheers. What a tune! That is beautiful, that. Wow. Let's just take a minute to just take it all in. I can never say this name properly. Is it Chris Husselbeck or is it Chris Hulbeck? Either way, Jesus Christ, man. The musical scores that guy produced for games like Turrican 2 are just phenomenal. Oops, I seem to restart. Oh, come on. Do apologise. I do apologise. I think this game worked really well with the controller as well. So yeah, we have your X is fire, and then obviously you can still press up as well. But I just feel like that works better. I nearly went like that then to do the special move thing. Yeah. It's not really a fast sort of pace game. So I do think the controller worked really well for this game. I don't know about auto fire like, but you can still press up if you want to press up. No big deal there. But yeah, some games it works well with, some games it doesn't. So yeah, I shall keep my mouth shut about the controller now. These are good, these little rebound things. Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm dead. I keep going to press space. Faults of habit. So yeah, the little adapter works quite well in my opinion. It's not perfect. There is, I think there's a slight audio problem, I don't know. It's still in stereo, it still goes from one speaker to another. It just sort of, I don't know, I can't explain it, it just sort of sounds a little bit different. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to hearing the Mini in stereo, I don't know, but I mean, does that sound okay? But as I say, it was £4. What do you want for £4? Right, so that just wraps up today's short little video. And so I'll turn that off. Shall I try one more? I mean, the games I've put on so far, Microprose Grand Prix, yeah, Microprose Golf, wow, the best golf game for the Amiga. Gloom AGA, Ghost and Goblins, First Samurai, Cool Spot, Death Mask doesn't work, Final Fight. It's Citadel, that's obviously the one you sort of like, you get with it. And then I've got Citadel Remonstered, but I don't know if it's just me, but it just looks exactly the same. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Burn and Rubber, I won't play that in case I get a copyright, because it's Utah Saints and it's got a fantastic intro. Batman the Movie, Blues Brothers, Bomb Jack, awesome demo, which is quite awesome. It just seems to sort of like stop working halfway through, which is a shame. So yeah, knackered. So that wraps up today's video. I do have one more thing to show you just before I go. I'll just sort of like tidy up a little bit and then I'll show you the adapter and I'll show you what else I've got as well for this. But awesome, I'll just show you this. I never played this back in the day. Psygnosis game, or Psygnosis published. Fantastic game. Brightness, contrast. If you're too much saturation on it, doesn't like it. Internal speakers, as you can hear, they do need sorting out. Now, another cool thing I've seen with this A500 Mini is these little things. Now, I don't know how that's going to come up on camera, but basically what this is just a 3D printed end of a floppy disk. So it's basically a floppy disk insert for your A500. Obviously it doesn't work, it just makes it look a little bit more sort of authentic. I'm yet to put a sticker on it, so I've got to sort of like decide what I'm going to put on there. I've got 3 of them, and I've got Carl Dyson to thank for these. Cheers for sending me these, bud. If you haven't seen Carl's website or YouTube channel, by all means go and check it out. I shall drop a link in the description below. But yeah, I'm just going to sort of like, you know, I think I might put a workbench one on there, and possibly, I think, a Leisure Suit Larry one. And I keep dropping things, sorry. But yeah, I'll just show you close up now what exactly they are. Just ignore riffraff on the floor here. So basically what we have is the end of a floppy disk, and I shall just get one out the box. Oops, I've just dropped the PS1 on the floor. That's a, yeah, let's see what. So imagine that. Obviously that's not going to fit. So that is just the end of the floppy disk. There's the read write tab just there, if you can see it. And basically it just clips in and it just sits there, and it just makes the whole sort of experience just a little bit better. Now, I'm no expert on these 3D prints. I don't know sort of the process involved, so, you know, I always look at these things and it does amaze me what people can do nowadays. It does feel really, really like it's not bendy, it's really solid. And I can see the lines there where it's being printed. I've got some 3D printed stuff, so I sort of know, you know, the process of making it. But yeah, this is another thing that, you know, essentially what you can call it a mod. But another sort of pretty cool addition. We've got the little USB mini pen drive there, and then you got that. So once the sticker's on there, it'll just sit in there and it'll just look, you know, really good. Obviously, I'll have to cut another thing that me dust cover. I've already cut the back of it there, so I'm going to cut the side now so it can stick out all times. So yeah, thank you very much, Carl Dyson, for sending me them. As I say, go check out the website, retro32.com, and also check out his YouTube channel as well. There's quite a lot of stuff on the website for sale, Amiga related. So you've got like things like, I think at Christmas time he does like Amiga sort of floppy disk 3D printed decorations for your trees and stuff like that, and just general stuff that you know for your Amiga basically and stuff like that. But also as well, I've got to sort of point out that delivery on this was lightning quick. I got it today. I didn't expect to get it sort of so quick, and so cheers for that anyway. So yeah, all good in the hood. Right, so the next thing I want to show you is this HD MI2 AV sort of HD converter. Upscale it, 1080, and I think £5 off eBay. So basically you've got a USB power, although I have just realised that I've just done this entire video without plugging that in, so you don't need it. Next to that you have an NTSC and PAL sort of switch. I did have it set to NTSC and it was black and white, so yeah. And your output is CVBS. Is it composite? I can't think off the top of my head. And you've got your sort of two outputs, the left and right audio. That is a sort of like really good little device if you've got a CRT TV and you do fancy using your A500 mini on it. By all means, just go and buy one, because, you know. What was that? A little crackle or something there. Maybe a bit of static, I don't know. So yeah, that's the sort of converter. Cheers for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. And the top tip for today, if you're sort of cutting the garden and you're using an electric or petrol strimmer and you come to maintain it and clean it, by all means, turn it off first. Good job I had gloves on, because that would have went off.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name?
Chewie.